Okay, just going over a few things. So my hand should have already been on the gun here. My hand was a little bit late coming up. This was a surrender draw, so your hands are above shoulders. And then as I'm pushing the gun out, you can see I'm still establishing my grip right here. It should have already been established so that as I push out in the last 10%, I'm prepping the trigger. So obviously I wasn't ready to fire, so this took a little longer to the first shot. As I transitioned to the other steel here, I didn't let my dot settle, so I had to take a makeup shot. And then in my initial plan, I was going to transition and take the no-shoot target here. So it took me a second to leave because I forgot I changed my plan. As I came into the next position, it was definitely a foot fault on the first shot. The second shot, my foot was lifted. And then as I come into the window, I took this a little bit late because my eyes were late transitioning to it. So I was basically at the edge of the window and then had to take 2 quick double taps on the other one before it disappeared. As I come around the corner here, I should have had my gun up sooner so that as soon as I pass the wall, I can break the shots, but I didn't do it until almost right about here. My gun was up, and it wasn't until here that I broke my shots, which put me a little too far forward for the steel. I ended up passing it and missing. Had to take a side step right here. As I came into the next position, my gun was up, but this was almost another foot fault. You can see the gun recoiling right there, and my foot is coming up just in time, a little too close to call. As I transitioned, my eyes were a little late because I was wondering if that was just a foot fault, so I was a little late on the transition, so I ended up not taking the shot till almost here and throwing a mic, trying to transition to my next 2 targets quickly, which then I proceed to double tap instead of blending because I'm hurrying to get back to the other target to make up my mic before I lose momentum. As I'm running to the front here, this is definitely enough space to justify removing one hand from the gun so you can run faster, which I did not do. As I come around the corner here, my entry was good, but a little too much on my tippy toes at the end. But I definitely did get stable to take the steel popper. And as I transitioned to these 4 papers, the blend was much better than the front targets. However, I need to use a little bit more of that bump transition. And here you kind of see, right here I did a decent job, but the next one here, the gun definitely goes off, settles, and then I move.